Welcome to Crypto Kid channel. Today I will talk about the evolution of blockchain interoperability. But why interoperability is so important? According to Beckstrom's law, it says that the value of a network is the net value of each user's transaction summed up for all users. Blockchain is a network. The more users it has, the more valuable it gets. But today blockchain networks are like islands. They are separated. Each blockchain has its own strengths. For example, greater security, cheaper transaction, faster throughput. But the users and developers cannot leverage all benefits together. Connecting blockchains together, in other words, creating interoperability, will lead to mass adoption and elevate blockchain to another level. Over the years, there are many attempts to create interoperability by building bridges and networks to connect these chains together. We can lay out the evolution starting from asset bridges, chain bridges, multi-chain dapps, chain of chains and blockchain agnostic protocol. So let's get started. First, asset bridges. Right now you cannot transfer Bitcoin and use it on Ethereum directly. You have to use wrapped assets, like TBTC and WBTC. The user who wants WBTC basically sends the amount of BTC he wants to convert to the merchant. Then the merchant transfers the same amount to the user in WBTC. The user can now use them in the Ethereum ecosystem. Wrapped Bitcoin would be considered a fairly centralized asset bridge, given only a few entities control a user's ability to mint and redeem. And it's hard to make a wrapped asset for every coin in the ecosystems. Asset bridges contain only asset value but cannot carry information across chains, so it has limited functionality. Second, chain bridges. This is like a bidirectional connection. It allows locking and unlocking tokens on the source chain and minting any wrapped asset on the destination chain. Many bridges were built to connect with Ethereum. For example, Rainbow Bridge from Near, Polygon's Proof of Stake Bridge from Polygon, Gravity Bridge from Cosmos, Solana Wormhole from Solana. So let's take a look at how Rainbow Bridge works. Let's start by just imagining that I want to transfer 20 DAI from Ethereum to Near. Since physical transfer of tokens isn't possible between networks, I use the Rainbow Bridge to communicate between Near and Ethereum. Here's how I could do. First, I tell the Ethereum network that I want to transfer 20 DAI somewhere else. Second, the Ethereum network locks my 20 DAI in a vault, a smart contract, so that they are taken out of circulation. Third, I then tell Near to create 20 new DAI for me by providing Near with proof that I've locked those DAI on Ethereum. Near independently verifies my proof, and then creates 20 new DAI for me to use on Near. That is how chain bridges work. This solution works great between two blockchains, but connecting to other chains is still not possible. Chain bridges are also costly and incur lots of transaction fees. Most chain bridges are controlled by some entities. Using chain bridges is like having a centralized system between two decentralized systems. So it imposed risks to the blockchain ecosystems when users transfer assets. Chain bridges are often a target of hackers. Wormhole Bridge just loses over $321 million in the latest hack. The problem gets worse when many new chain bridges are being created. An attack on even one chain could be a systemic infection to the entire ecosystem. Third, multi-chain dApp. An application that provides access to two or more blockchains. For example, Thorchain and AnySwap. Thorchain is a decentralized liquidity protocol that allows for swapping assets between different blockchains. It helps users move assets across chains easily since there are many blockchains connecting to Thorchain. The downside is that it is hard to extend that functionality to other applications. For example, Thorchain is a decentralized exchange and is hard to scale to other applications like lending. It's also complex and take years to build one multi-chain dApp. Now, we're going to move up to another level of interoperability, chain of chains. For example, Polkadot and Cosmos. We call chain of chains because they are multi-chain networks. These two blockchains aim to solve for the same goal, which is interoperability. Now let's take a quick look at Polkadot architecture. Polkadot has a relay chain and parachain architecture. The relay chain is like the main chain of Polkadot. And parachain is an application-specific chain that can connect to a relay chain and benefit from the security of the main chain. Polkadot has SDK called Substrate, which allows any developers to build application-specific blockchain and easily connect it to Polkadot. Cosmos, on the other hand, has hub and zones architecture. Hub is like the airport and zone is like the country. Cosmos has Inter-Blockchain Communication Protocol, IBC, as its backbone to connect many blockchains together. Cosmos also has Cosmos SDK, framework for other developers to easily build on Cosmos. Cosmos is more flexible than Polkadot since it allows other blockchains to be fully sovereign. Other chains can have their own consensus and validators. It gives individual chain more control. Whereas, Polkadot implements under a shared security system. Other chains outsource the security system to Polkadot, rather than secure on their own. Chain of chains like Polkadot and Cosmos enable great interoperability within the ecosystem, but to connect to other blockchains outside like Ethereum, or to use Bitcoin in ecosystem is still a hard work. The last solution, which is the most generalized, is blockchain agnostic protocol, for example, Axelar. Axelar is the collection of protocols that can solve both network and application level interoperability issues. In the network level, Axelar has the Cross-Chain Gateway Protocol, CGP. This protocol is used to connect multiple autonomous blockchain ecosystems. It is responsible for routing across them. Blockchains do not need to speak any custom language, and they can plug into the global network easily. In the application level, Axelar has Cross-Chain Transfer Protocol, CTP, which is analogous to HTTP on the Internet. Application developers can connect their dapps on any chain to perform cross-chain requests. Axelar is one of the Cosmos ecosystems and is built on Cosmos stack. Axelar is IBC enabled, which means that users can take an asset built in the Cosmos ecosystem, route it through IBC to Axelar, and Axelar will help deliver it to another external ecosystem. In terms of security, Axelar uses large sets of validators with delegated proof-of-stake model to create a secured and decentralized network. It also has a strong slashing rule to prevent validators from cheating the system. Axelar benefits everyone in the ecosystem. First, by using Axelar, blockchain builders can get more liquidity. They can focus on improving the network, without spending time creating bridges to another chain. Building a bridge takes lots of effort and it leads to security issues. For application builders now can interact with other ecosystems in an easy way. So the application can get more liquidity and get more users. New use cases will happen since cross-chain requests are possible. Third, users will be able to take any asset they have and use it anywhere. This helps lower transaction cost, and a single wallet will become reality. We can summarize all technologies in one table. The most basic form of interoperability solution is an asset bridge, like WBTC. It's simple and contains asset value. But it has limited functionality and is hard to scale. Second, chain bridges like Rainbow Bridge, Polygon POS Bridge. It works bidirectionally and is fast to market. But chain bridges can't communicate with other chains. Most of the chain bridges are centralized, so users have a higher risk when they transfer assets. The third solution is multi-chain dapps like Thorchain and AnySwap. Multi-chain dapps help users transfer assets across many chains. But these dapps take a long time to build. Thorchain alone takes many years to engineer and it cannot scale to other use cases. The fourth, chain of chains. Chain of chain like Polkadot and Cosmos aim to solve for interoperability by creating an ecosystem that connects many chains together. It works well within its ecosystem. But to connect to others is left to other technologies. The last one is blockchain agnostic protocol, for example, Axelar. Axelar can connect both network and application levels. It helps facilitate both asset and information transfer. Axelar provides a toolkit for developers to easily connect with others. And currently, blockchain agnostic protocol like Axelar is the most comprehensive solution which will easily enable synergy among blockchains. Full interoperability cannot be built in one day. Think of when we have a video call with someone across the globe. The packets are sent from one network to so many hubs before it finally reaches another person's network. So there are many interoperability layers that are built over 20 years that makes it seamless. And it wasn't like that on day one. Currently, we are still in the early stage of blockchain. Interoperability is still a never-ending issue. However, thanks to these developers who create interoperability projects that help foster the blockchain ecosystem. That's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching.